Hello everyone, my name is Caitlin and welcome back to my channel. So ever since I posted my top 15 best Disney Channel kisses, which is actually my most popular video on this channel, I've always wanted to do a top 10 worst Disney kisses. So that's what we're doing today. I don't like being too negative, but I just thought this would be fun. This is obviously just my opinion. If you don't agree with me, then you don't have to watch this video. But with all that being said, let's just jump right into it.
Weird? Well, it wasn't what I thought it would be. Yeah, like, I was waiting for the magic. I didn't feel it either. Yeah, well, at least we gave it a shot. And now we know that we're not the perfect match. Yeah, just the perfect friends. Damn me all lipstick up. Don't give me a hug.
So first up is Raven and Eddie, and although I do love this scene as a whole, I think that we can all agree that the kiss itself wasn't the best. Now if you do move on to the kiss that they do later in the episode, which I'll show here.
Still nothing. Nothing at all. Still nothing. I'll let you out of school, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, 9 o'clock. I'll see you. That one's actually really good, and although they shouldn't have been together, I think we can all agree that the kiss at the end was good, and so I really like that, and that's why it's higher up on the list.
So
Stuff?
So I feel like a lot of people are not going to agree with me for having Maddie and Diggy on this list. I know they've got quite the fandom, but I just never liked them at all. I always found Diggy to be such a self-centered jerk, and so when she chose him over Josh, I was so disappointed and I just did not like this scene. And the kiss scene really isn't that bad, except for the fact that the fireworks go off before they kiss, and like the kiss itself isn't really that long and it's not that great. And Diggy as a whole in the scene is kind of awkward. Anyways, I just found it to be even more cringy now that Dove and Ryan have broke up, and all that stuff has come out about Ryan like not being that great of a person. It just makes the scene even more cringy for me to watch, and so that's why I just had to put it on this list.
If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Cool.
So this scene is such an iconic one for Zoey, Zack, and Cody, and the fact that Selena Gomez is in it makes it even better, but the kiss itself is so awkward how she like leans down like she is so tall. It does not work, and they're like in a play, and they're like young children. I do like the scene as a whole, like they're in a play, whatever, it's fun. It's just like the kiss itself, kind of similar to Raven and Eddie, it's just like not good. But it does have some good memories for me, like watching this show growing up and having that be Selena Gomez. Like, it's a fun scene, and so that's why it's higher on this list than some of these other ones.
Dad's my boyfriend now.
Hey.
And I'm going to the coronation with him, so I don't need your pity date.
So I really don't like this scene. I don't understand why Audrey needs to kiss Chad in this moment. It's so awkward, and it makes me mad because it's right after Ben breaks up with her in front of everybody, and she's just like, I'm just gonna kiss this other guy. And we don't even get a kiss between Mal and Ben in this movie, but we get one between Audrey and Chad. Like, it's so weird, and it's awkward. We don't even really see it happen. And I have a lot of emotions about this, and I don't know why, so let's move on.
thanks, Fletcher. I needed that. It's not easy being alone.
You're not alone. Look, I know we fight all the time, but I'm always here for you.
What just happened? Your face bumped into my lips. No, you kissed me, and I don't feel like vomiting. Me neither. What is happening?
So I have really mixed feelings when it comes to this scene. I find Olive and Fletcher to be a bit too young, and so it's a bit awkward for me, but then there's the fact that, like, it's actually kind of sweet how he only kisses her on the cheek because they are so young. I was showing this to my roommate, and she really liked this scene. She thought it was really cute, but then I was showing it to my other friend, and she was like, it's so cringy, they're so young. And so I'm kind of on the fence about it, but compared to the rest of the people on this list, like, I think it has a right to be where it is.
This is gonna be the best date ever.
Date?
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of you comment on my other video about how I should have put Cody and Bailey on that list. But here's the thing. Debbie Ryan does this thing when she kisses her co-stars that is like so weird. It's like this weird neck arm movement thing, and I don't like it. If you only saw in this one scene, then you're probably like, what are you talking about? It's not that big of a deal. But I will show you how she does this like 3 other times in the show. So I'll show you that here. It's so awkward. Like, what are you doing? Like, there's other kisses when Cody kind of makes the first move, or when they're more like, they're closer together. Like, I think it's because they're so far away that it's so awkward. It's like, why is that? Why? I don't know. It's just so awkward. I don't like it.
Good job. Now you're getting the hang of it. All right. Don't be afraid to get closer.
Closer?
Yes, closer. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 2, 2.
So what bugs me about this scene between Rocky and Logan is that they act throughout the show like it's an actual kiss, and it's not. She like hardly kisses him on the cheek, and it looks like it's by accident. It's weird, it's confusing. Also, I ship Logan and Cece more than Logan and Rocky, and so I just didn't like this scene at all. And it just looks forced and weird, and I don't know why it needed to be a thing. And if it was a thing, like, make them actually kiss. Why did they need to have it fake? Like, I don't know.
You know those moments that we were talking about that we're going to remember forever?
Yeah?
So I've said a couple times in this video that people are gonna get mad by who I put on this list, but I know that so many people will be mad at me for putting Riley and Lucas on this list because there's so many Riley and Lucas shippers, but this scene is one of the cringiest, awkwardest things I've ever seen. Riley is way too young. She looks like a child compared to Lucas, who looks way older, and she grabs his face and like kisses it, but it's not like a real kiss, it's like a quick little peck. Like, if you watch my top 15 video, you know that Disney Channel can do real kisses. This one's just so awkward, like I can't even watch it. It's so bad. Let's move on.
What's happening? I should know, but I don't, and I could guess, and if I had to guess... Bye, Cyrus. That was what I was gonna... Bye, Iris.
So if you are familiar with the show Andy Mack, then I think you will understand why I had to put this one so high up. The main reason obviously being that Cyrus is gay, and so when Iris kisses him, you just feel sad because Cyrus doesn't like girls, and he's being kissed by a girl, but he doesn't feel like he can tell people that he doesn't like girls yet. And then his eyes are open. Then they kiss again later on in the series, and it's even more awkward. And similar to like other people on this list, they are just so young. I just don't like seeing children kiss. It's not what I want. I understand that I'm not the target audience, but also like kids this young shouldn't be kissing. Like, it's not natural. But yeah, they're mainly so high up because Cyrus is gay, so why is he kissing a girl? That sucks. Anyways, moving on.
Then how come you can't just be honest?
About what?
About how you feel.
Honestly, I don't know how I feel.
Well, then just kiss me.
I don't know why I did that.
So this one is by far the worst kiss that has ever been on Disney Channel. I like Zapped. I think it's a decent movie. There are some questionable things that they do that are like maybe a bit sexist, but I find the movie as a whole to be pretty enjoyable. I like Zendaya. I like the dancing. But then there's this scene. Now, the love interest in this movie bugs me, first of all, because he's just so fake and he's trying way too hard to be like the stereotypical bad boy. It's like a bit cringy at times, but all of that aside, I wouldn't mind this kiss scene if it was consensual. The fact that Zoey uses the app on him to make him kiss her, like, that's borderline sexual assault. And then they don't really address that that's such a bad thing to happen. And you might be watching this and being like, it's not a big deal, like they both liked each other, but even if they did both like each other, that doesn't really change anything. Like, look at it if the genders were switched. If it was a guy controlling her to kiss him, I feel like everyone would be like, that is so abusive, how could he do that? But because it's a girl, people don't really see it the same way, which is a whole nother problem in its own. It makes me so frustrated that this is a scene in a DCOM. It's so bad. I don't even know what else to say other than like, it's terrible. I get that it wasn't as bad because they didn't kiss on the lips, but the cheek is still really awkward and they put that weird sound effect in there and it's just not a great scene overall. It's just really disappointing to me that this scene was included and nobody addresses the fact that it wasn't consensual. They do talk about it a bit later on in the movie, but I still felt like it wasn't highlighted in the proper way. Anyways, guys, that is my list. Let me know down below if you agree, if you disagree. I'm sure I'll get a lot of your opinions down in the comments anyways. My name is Caitlin. You can follow me everywhere at Kate Loves Disney. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that bell because I post new videos every single week. But that is all I have to say for today. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you very, very soon.